Deep in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, where nature breathes in shades of green and whispers in the language of wild rivers and ancient trees, a small patrol plane cuts through the humid sky. It belongs to the Amazon Environmental Patrol Unit, one of the few defense lines standing between mankind and the last true wilderness on Earth. This flight was routine. Every week, the patrol flies the same route, monitoring illegal logging, poachers, spontaneous forest fires, and signs of unauthorized activity. The Amazon is a living, breathing world that needs constant vigilance. Clear skies today, no smoke, no boats, nothing. Pilot, calmly. Looks like an easy sweep. Let's follow the main river bend down to the southern loop, then back. The plane drops altitude slightly to follow the contours of the great winding Amazon River, a massive artery pumping life through an unfathomably ancient land. From above, the water glistens like a serpent of silver, reflecting the filtered sunlight that breaks through the clouds. Suddenly, the co-pilot leans forward. His eyes squint. There's movement in the water. Co-pilot, nervous laugh. You see that? Something swimming near the bend. Long, maybe an eel. Pilot, an eel, that size. Wait, zoom in on the camera. The plane banks gently, turning slightly left to get a clearer view. The co-pilot adjusts the zoom lens, focusing on the river segment they passed. What he sees next causes his breath to catch. At first, it appears to be a single large snake moving across the river, a colossal anaconda, perhaps 30 feet long. But then the lens pulls back slightly. There's another, then another, and another. Co-pilot, voice shaking. This isn't one or two, it's hundreds, no, thousands. Narrator, in a darker tone. Below them, the surface of the river churns, not from the flow of water, but from movement, slithering movement. Giant, muscular bodies ripple beneath the surface. Some breach, revealing scales as thick as tires and eyes like burning coal. They weren't just watching snakes. They were watching a migration. Pilot, urgent. Get this on record. Keep filming. What the hell is going on down there? From the drone camera, they count dozens of colossal anacondas, each far larger than any species officially documented. Some swim in pairs, their twisted bodies gliding through the murky current. Others are so massive they displace water in waves. But it gets worse. The river itself begins to sound different. The headsets pick up an eerie chorus like 1,000 scales brushing the water's skin, the hiss of breath, rhythmic and collective. The radio crackles, static creeps in. Something is interfering with the signal. Co-pilot, what the hell is this? Are they gathering? Hunting? The idea seems insane. Anacondas, solitary predators by nature, gathering in a massive group. It defies everything known about their behavior, yet here they were, moving together as if summoned by something ancient. Local tribes have long whispered tales of the Yakumama, Mother of Waters, a mythical serpent said to be as long as a river, protector of the Amazon's deepest secrets. The legend tells of a time when rivers would boil, when serpents would gather to awaken her from the mud below. The patrol team had never believed such stories. Until now. A low rumble rolls across the sky. Thunder. But the radar shows no storm. The water below is turning darker, churning from the weight of thousands of bodies. The anacondas are no longer simply swimming. They are surging. Some twist around fallen trees. Others disappear into the forest's flooded edges. A few rise, coiling into towering, grotesque shapes before diving again. Co-pilot, whispering, "They're going into the jungle. Why?" Pilot, firmly, "We need to report this. No one's going to believe us." Then, without warning, a sharp jolt rattles the plane. The nose tips slightly. Altitude drops. One of the engines coughs, briefly, as if something pulled at the underbelly. The pilot struggles to stabilize the aircraft. Pilot shouting, "Something hit us! Brace!" They don't see it clearly, just a flash, something large, muscular, and coiled, launched from the water, slapping the air with such force it rocked the patrol craft, but it doesn't follow. As the plane gains altitude again, the Serpents vanish beneath the dense canopy and muddy waters. Like ghosts returning to their roam hours later, they land at a remote jungle base. The crew, pale and shaken, submit their footage. The higher-ups stare in disbelief. Footage is seized. Words like classified and containment are whispered. No one speaks of the river that writhed with monsters. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe for my new channel. See you in another video.